Yo, what's up, Crypto B? Morning. How you doing, man? Sorry, 1 second here. What's up, guys? How you doing? Morning, morning, morning. I hope you guys got your coffee. I'm definitely need it. I got like, I don't know. I think I got like 3 hours of sleep last night, so let's get it going. You know what I'm talking about? I know you guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna need to get some caffeine in there, get the body up and going. Alrighty, so as you guys know, um, so I went to the engraving shop. I just want to put this out here. So I went to the engraving shop and I got some cool designs and stuff like that. And so I picked a few things out. I think I like the things that I picked out. It cost a little bit of money. Definitely paying a little penny for a couple of these things. So if you guys are looking to join us for a lifetime, as soon as I get my engraving and stuff like that, it's gonna take a little while. They said it's gonna take like a couple weeks, uh, or whatever. But if you guys are interested in joining the lifetime, I am actually, like I said, I'm personally making markets open now. Um, a personal engraving and little plaque for joining the lifetime. That's kind of my way of giving back to people who are joining the lifetime membership and stuff like that. And I know it's a little cool little mantle to have, and just to kind of let you guys know that I appreciate you guys for joining the lifetime membership, and that way you have something that's a little physical reminder to keep your journey going. And honestly, man, I'm really excited about it. It's cool stuff. I think it's cool. I think you guys are gonna like it too. I think I have an okay taste in things. um so I'm gonna be doing that for people for the first. Well, this is gonna be a little trial run. So for the first 5 people who sign up for the lifetime membership, you will be getting a plaque. So look forward to that. If you guys are looking to join us for the long haul, I personally don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon, and I thought this was just like a really cool idea to um, like I said, just to give back. You know what I mean? I mean, you guys are, to join somebody for on a lifetime journey is definitely something that's going to be that you want to be memorable. And I thought this was pretty personable. This is just from me personally. Um, so yeah, like I said, guys, definitely sign up for that lifetime membership. You guys can do that over here. Hold on, sorry, let me pull up my screens here. You guys can actually do that over here. Hold on, I got my little ordeal here. See, I got the fear and greed index already pulled up. So if you go over here on my YouTube, or if you guys are already on my YouTube page, on my main page, you can have that, what's it called? My digital business card right here. It's also in the link in the description of this video too as well. But you can find that here. You can click on that. It's going to take you over here to my little ordeal. And I have the lifetime membership right here. We're still doing. It's like a limited time for code bread right now. I think Mo is turning code bread off, so the discount might. I don't know what the discount might be. I don't know if he's still running. He's going to be running discounts. So definitely join in for the lifetime membership. Use code bread for 40% off. And if you guys can't make that full payment here, we got the payment plans. So you can definitely do that. Right down here, I got all 3 of them over here. I don't think code bread works for them. But like I said, if you guys are looking to join the lifetime membership, definitely sign up. Use my digital business card. What about ones that are already in the lifetime, or is that for new fellas? Okay, that's for new people. This is a brand new idea that I just came up with. I haven't been affiliated with Mo professionally like this in like I think this is only like my second month doing this stuff for you guys personally. But I would disagree on your taste. Yeah, right. Cade, this is specifically for people who sign up for lifetime memberships through my membership. This isn't if you sign up through Mo's or or any of our other experts. This is just my own personal thing because I'm using my own personal money to do this for you guys. So um, this is just for me. I literally just came up with this idea like this past month. I was like, what's a good thing to give back to members? You know what I mean? So I was just kind of running around a couple of different ideas, and I was like, a plaque actually sounds pretty cool. Maybe a certificate. And I was like, what certificates? You know what I mean? Like they're cool. Um, but like a really cool plaque you can have right there on your desk, or somewhere on a shelf, that you can look up and be like, man, I've definitely had a long journey here. I've learned a lot of things, educating myself and bringing myself to financial freedom. And so, I don't know. Like I said, I thought this was just a really good idea to, like I said, give back to you guys and give you guys that reminder that, we're here for you guys. And, like I said, this is my own personal idea. Nobody else came up with this idea. It's my own, very, very much my own. So, unfortunately, it's not for existing members already because I don't know, who, you know, I don't really know how else to explain it. Jealous, you're awesome for doing that. Yeah. Also, too, I'm just trying to come up with cool ideas for lifetime members. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about possibly even doing a raffle, maybe. I was looking online too as well to get a personal, not a personal, but like like one of those old stock certificates, of like, just for example, just to throw it out there, Apple. Here, let me just put my, like Apple. They have like those old Tron sheets that used to go through and verify trades and stuff like that. And so I was thinking about maybe also throwing in like a random raffle every once in a while of something really cool. For example, like I just said, like that stock certificate, verified, like, Apple bought or somebody bought, 15,000 shares of Apple or something like that in like 2000, or like, the 90s or the 80s, or like maybe an oil company, or, maybe someone's favorite, uh, ticker or something like that. Could be like Tesla, or something along those lines. I don't really know necessarily. These are just things that I'm coming up with on the fly and trying to figure out and work through and stuff like that. So, um, I will show you guys the design as soon as I get mine personally, so I can show you exactly what you're looking at. And if you guys are interested in doing that, you definitely can. Um, I signed up through Jordan. Tell him your ideas. Yeah, I mean, I'm always open to suggestions and stuff like that. If you guys think of a really cool idea, I don't mind doing that, or bouncing ideas off of each other. These are things that I think about quite regularly. I just try to come up with cool stuff and stuff like that. So, like I said, if you guys are interested, definitely sign up with the lifetime membership. Uh, like I said, limited time for code bread for that 40% off. So definitely take advantage. And I always say this too: if you guys are looking to further your education too as well, definitely get our technical course. I know I always push the bundle deal, but realistically, guys, um, the technical course is where it's at. If you guys have already gone through the learning library, you can definitely and you're looking for more knowledge, you can definitely get the technical course, and it will elevate your trading. I've taken the options and technical course, and let me tell you, that's why I'm even as far as I am in trading, is because of these classes and the stock, or and the class library in the Discord. So definitely take advantage, guys. So just gonna jump right into it. You know me, I gotta look at the fear and greed index kind of right here at open, just kind of getting a little quick glance. Uh, so it looks like we're at 26 here again. We've been teetering right in here pretty much all week in the fear area, and the market kind of reflects that this past week. So I'm going to be pulling up the daily chart on SPY, and as you guys can see, if you guys were in here earlier on Tuesday this week, you can see my analysis of what I was thinking. Almost predicted pretty true. Look at that rejection off the 13. Well, it didn't touch the 13, but if this goes lower, the 13 is going to tail down, and it's gonna tag this little tail right here, the top of this wick. But on Tuesday, I was thinking, all right, we're gonna come up, possibly gap fill. or have an EMA test and reject back down. I mean, that's pretty much kind of what happened with this long wick right here. I mean, you can see we clearly went all the way up here to, what was it, 730, 739, 64, 740-ish area. And then we had that rejection all the way back down. And then you can see it closed right into one of my forever lines that I have right here. Which is kind of crazy. And then we did the same thing yesterday again. We ripped all the way back up, and then we came all the way back down. And then in the after hours here, Micron, really huge in the industry, guys. I've been following Micron since it was when it cost $130. I thought Micron was the future, and unfortunately, I did not catch this wave. I was like, man, I was DCAing into Micron for a little while, and then I took it all out. And that was like 2 years ago, I think, or a year and a half ago. And so Micron had earnings, and if you guys know what happened with Micron, that thing ripped like $150 overnight in the after hours because they had the earnings, and their earnings, they beat significantly. So, Micron is a big holder in tech, and they have their hands like in just about everything when it comes to tech. So huge earnings for them, and that also brought the markets higher in the after hours, and you can clearly see now that we're having that rejection. Now, guys, if you guys know too as well, when we're doing our day trading, this is a pretty textbook setup that you're looking at here, almost to where we see that natural progression of coming after we had a big rip down like this, aka creating this gap that I have right here. I have it here. I'll pull this out actually just to so you guys can kind of see it there. We created this gap right here, boom, all the way down. It kind of partially filled, like I said. I got to get rid of that. Let's get rid of that guy. Came all the way down to right here. So now we're kind of looking at a gap fill around 740. So we have all the way to 740, 250 down to 740. So you're looking at like a $250 difference right here. But like I said, if you guys are day trading, you guys recognize after we had that big kind of pullback, we normally have a retest of the EMAs. And that's exactly what happened multiple times. Also, we have the 50 right down here too as well that you can see, right? God, get out of here, Ninja Trader. You can see that we're just under the 50. And if you go back and use the 50 as a past reference on where we are, you can see all my lines are crazy. We either just dip just under and then we rebound back up, kind of what you see over here when we had this like 3 months of consolidation basically. Came down, tested the 50, ripped back up, didn't even touch the 50, but ripped back up, tested, ripped back up, tested, ripped back up, kind of went under. And then we had that sell-off that led into April, and then clearly that's kind of where we are now. We had this huge rip up, and now we're just getting right into this area again, where we could have some consolidation right here around the 50, and we might just be flirting around with the 50. But, as you guys know, and as I keep preaching, the 50 is either a good resistance or a good support area. And so when you're looking on higher time frames, you clearly know you're going to have a little small bounce, right? Or you're going to sink right under. You don't really play around too much with the 50 around the consolidation besides, like I said, the previous year before April when we had a whole bunch of uncertainty happening. People talking about trade deals and, everything else that was going on with tariffs, and, the news was pretty much moving the markets. Don't forget to drink your coffee, guys. But as I was saying too as well, we incorporate our daily charts also into our regular day trading, like when we trade on the minutes. So after we have that gap down, we have the testing of the EMAs, as I was saying. We had the 5 test, boom, rejected, came back up. We broke the 5, looks like we're testing the 13. Then we had Micron's earnings, boom, we came up and we touched the 30. It looks like a huge sell-off. This is a pretty big sell-off right here. Can't believe I missed this huge sell-off. So like I said, after we have that gap down, we normally test the EMAs, and now we're seeing that rejection here. So we'll see if this support is going to kind of hold This is a temporary support area, kind of. Um, but I definitely think we're going to come down and probably test the 50. Maybe not today, but definitely in the near future. So let's go and look at the 15-minute here. Yeah, look at that huge candle, huh? Yeah, so we're not too far off from filling this gap right here. So when I break this down on the 15-minute, you can clearly see, but man, what a candle, huh? Jesus. Uh, that's pretty much just, I think that's profit taking, honestly. Profit taking. Looks like we got a breaking of the Bollinger Band right here on the 15-minute. Now, it doesn't mean that this can't keep going lower, but every time, well, if you don't know, anytime we break the Bollinger Band, we normally have a retrace up. And look at my line too as well. It looks like we bounced right off of it, which is crazy. My bread bot's kind of loading. Computer's being slightly slow. Yeah, boom. RSI oversold, oversold. We're probably going to come down a little bit lower. So I'm going to be a little patient with this guy. I'm going to be looking for an EMA test here pretty soon of the 13. So let's see if we can maybe catch that wave back up here if we get any type of support. Man, Jesus. Market makers were just like, nah, bro, yeah, I'm gonna grab a call here really quick. We're gonna do a 734 call. We're gonna go just outside the money. It's a little bit cheaper. Oh, wrong one. Oh man, premiums are pricey. All right, we're gonna see if we can get a test here of the 13. Might not get it. Probably heading lower. Oof. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna close that on that test. I thought we were gonna come back around and man, right out of the gate smoked, huh? Not a good start to the day. Close market. Man, not good at all. Was hoping this little green line right here was gonna bounce back up, but no. That was just bad. That was a bad call right there. Yeah, we're still sinking. How low will we go? Let's go back to the daily here really quick. How far away from the 50 are we? Man, we might just tap the 50 today. 728. All right. What oh, I forgot. We got data released today. What was the data release today? We had was it inflation put? I'm up 600 on my puts. Nice. I'm waiting for 730 bounce. Yeah, definitely for sure. For sure, Nate. Well, it looks like we slightly recovered here. I might do it again, guys. I might do it again. I think I'm gonna burn myself again here. What did you say you're looking for? You're looking for 730. Looking for that $2? The RSI is completely smoked. We're at 10 on the RSI. All right, I'm gonna go for it again. I'm risking the call here. I'm risking it on the RSI. I mean, look at the RSI. It's all the way down to 10. It's trying to catch a falling knife here, guys. Extremely dangerous. Don't recommend. Highly don't recommend. I'm still looking for that 13 EMA test. I'm just looking for a quick scalp here. Just looking for a quick scalp. We got to beat the 5, though. See, this is kind of what I was looking for in this last candle, and it looks almost the same. Hopefully we don't go lower. Brutal. Remember, guys, trend is your friend. Trend is your friend. Don't fight the trend. I'm currently fighting the trend. Like, that's why I said I don't recommend doing this. It's extremely dangerous. I'm gonna hold on to this guy for a little while. I don't see too much of a more of a bigger push without some slight relief here. Just like I said, because the RSI is completely smoked. Now, it doesn't mean the RSI cannot go lower just because it is this low. If you believe that it won't go lower, it will. Trust me, I've seen it go crazy. I've seen this thing go crazy before. But I'm holding off on here. I'm still looking for this rebound. So this is the time of hoping. Gotta have that hopium right now. Let's see if we can make some money back here. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. Come on, baby. All right, now let's look at the options statistics chain over here and pull this up real quick. Let's pull up SPY. Bang, bang, bungo. All right. Let's kind of look at, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Volume distribution. Yeah, dude, puts are destroying calls. Look at this thing right here. 583 to 833. Crazy. But the calls do look like they're setting up nicely here. Okay. All right. We're coming up to where I'm looking for, the 13 EMA test. Hopefully we can get above. Hopefully we don't reject hard here. Let's just get slightly above here. Come on. I don't like that EMA curl right here. You see how it's kind of curling down? I don't like that. That makes me think we're going to head down again. Come on, Frank. Okay. Remember, we're just looking for the 13 EMA test up here, okay? This is what I was looking for on this candle right here. It just wasn't it. I was just slightly early, just like I always am. All right. We're getting ready to close here, guys. We're going 5. What was my last? $275. We're gonna go 285. Let's see if we can get 285 here. I queued up 285. That's about a couple of percent. Oh, I might have missed the exit. This might be the exit spot right here. You might want to get out if you guys followed along. Get out right here. Let's cancel. I gotta close. Close. All right, we're out. I'll take the 70 bucks. That's fine. We didn't get all the profit that we wanted, but still a win's a win. But it did what I wanted. We didn't tap up here, right? But we got the move that I was looking for. I was looking for this candle right here, and we got it. Entry was slightly dicey on that. I got in somewhere around here. And then we had that push down, and then we had this push back up here. So I'm still hoping for some more relief up. I don't think the RSI went back to 26. And it looks like it wants to head down even more so. So let's see if we can create a floor right here. So let's pull out our crayons, man. All right, I'm gonna do it on the body of this. I'm not gonna do it on the wick this time. I'm doing it on the body. And then let's thicken her up. You know how I like it, guys. You know how I like it thick. All right, so let's see if we can hold this line here, just kind of drawing her out, because we did get this small spike right here. So this could be an area of temporary support, right? Just like I like to say, it could be temporary because we could blow right through this thing. The candles are dancing. I don't like playing when the candles are bouncing that fast. Yeah, Crypto B, it's extremely dangerous, honestly. It's really dangerous because moves happen real fast. You got to be real quick with it. I mean, I should have walked away with more profit on that one. I didn't. Totally fine, no big deal. But I was at a $700 loss off that first one that I got right here. Ripped all the way down, took a $700 loss. Now I'm down to $400. So we're starting behind again, unfortunately, today. Your MU short is printing. Nice. All right, so it looks like we got that. Look at the little temporary support line that I got here. It looks like she's holding for the time being. Should we get into another one, guys? I don't know. Let's go back over here and verify with the bread bot, see what's kind of going on here. Oh, this is dangerous. real dangerous. Get your cup of coffee, man. All right. Let's look at the 15 minute again. You know how I like looking at the 15 minute. The 15 minute. Okay, so okay. Perfect. You know how crazy that is that this is that I use this as a temporary line of support. Well, actually let's bring her down here. I'm going to use the wick on this one. Use this as a temporary line of support. Let's go back to the minute chart here. Let's see if we hold this actual line here. Because we already broke through the previous one that I did right here. This one's already gone. So I think the line was like right here or something like that. Super oversold here. That's the low from yesterday. Exactly. But these, like I said, these are temporary lines of support. I use these to gauge the market all the time, and they work out pretty great. Like I said, it doesn't mean it's going to hold. It doesn't look like it's holding. Man, what a bloodbath today, huh? We should have been in on the very first candle. Crazy. Absolutely madness. All right. So now you know what I'm going to do? We're going to go look at the market overall. So let's go over to my stocks page. As you guys know, I look at 6 different charts here. All 5 of these are 5-minute, right? And these are the top holders of SPY besides, well, this is Bitcoin. This is supposed to be Meta. Meta, Avago, Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple. Okay, SPY. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, these are all on the 5-minute. This guy right over here is on the 1-minute. All right, so everything I'm looking at is on a higher time frame. So it looks like the only guy who's actually performing right now is Meta. Meta's looking like she's curling up a little bit right over here. MACD is looking like it's kind of curling up. Everything broke under the RSI. Look at the RSI on all of these. This guy's at, Apple's at 16, Meta's at 39, Avago's at is at 8, Nvidia's at 7. So I'm looking for relief. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go in on another call here, boys, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna look for a good entry. All right, we're in. We're going for it. I'm risking it for the biscuit here, folks. Let's see if we get it. Hopefully I don't get burned. I'm gonna get rid of this line. This line doesn't mean anything anymore because we blew through it. So let's see if we get that relief here, y'all. I'm looking for another little bounce back up. You know, it makes me a little nervous kind of playing into the puts, even though we are selling off. Reversals happen all the time. So that's what I'm really kind of looking out for, is these reversals. That's kind of what I'm playing. I'm playing an extremely dangerous game right now because I can easily get burned. Like I said previously, trend is your friend. Follow the trend. Me, I'm a day trader, so I try to do both. I try to do puts, I try to do calls, but right now the puts just seem, they make money, but I feel like I'm going to get hit with a reversal with the RSI and everything being so low. So let's see if we can come back up and maybe test the 13 again. Looks like we're up a little bit on the play, but I'm going to get ready to close. I'm going to shoot for a goal. I'm going to do a limit order. Our average price is 265. So let's bring this down. We're going to shoot for 285, okay? We're going to go for 285. Just a couple of percent. I'm just looking for some quick moves here. Let's see if we can get that little rip up here. Hopefully the 5 doesn't reject. It looks like it kind of is. We opened under. See, when you guys, if you guys are watching EMAs too as well. Oof. Oof. I did not like that. Are we going to break lower? Are we going to hold? Okay. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm holding. I'm holding out here. I still think we have some relief up a little bit. So if you guys were watching right there, that candle opened just under the 5. Now, when you guys are watching candle patterns, that is not good for the bear or for the bulls. It's good for the bears. Now, normally you kind of want it to open above. That gives it a little bit more of that of a push up, and it gives it that support. And obviously, it goes the other way if you're looking for puts. If you get under the 5 or under the 13 or under the 50, normally when you have a candle, doesn't mean it won't go up or it won't go down or it won't go up, but the likelihood is it's going to go down more than likely, more times than not. All right, I got to get out. This looks like it's going to reject here. Let's see. Let's see if we can curl back up. Like I said, guys, dangerous game here. Dangerous game. Nope. Dude, I still think we're going to have that relief up here real quick. I just see it. Yeah, it looks like everything's heading back down, down, down. Apple. All right, new candle. We need this candle to push. New 5-minute candle. All right, let's go back. All right, here we go. All right, this is what I like to see. Let's see if we can get above. I like seeing the curl of the EMA. Now these are kind of pinching close together. Now this could be a good or a bad thing, because sometimes when the EMAs get close to each other and they touch, it's either you're going to have it cross and it's going to go higher, or you're going to have a rejection and it's going to blow all the way down to the bottom. That could have been the exit right there, guys. That could have been the exit. MACD is looking like it wants to flip right here. You guys see it? Look at it. These tips are touching. So let's see it here. See how this one opened above the 5, right? What I was talking about previously before when we were watching candles, this candle opened above. This makes me believe that we're going to head higher, but like I said, doesn't mean it will. It's just more times than not, that's what happens there. All right, beautiful. That's what I like. And that's what happened on this one. It went under the 5 and we got that pushed down. All right, here's that 13 test that we could be getting. We should be probably getting out here. I like this engulfing candle. Let's go, baby. Come on. All right, are we going to go for a 50 test? I think I'm going to hold on. 20 seconds until next candle. All right, you know what? I'm going to go for $3. We're going to exit at $3 here. All right, we're out. I took the $3. We could head higher. I'm not going to chance it. I took that risk all the way down. Now we're only down $90 here, guys. All right, so way to stick in it. See, this candle opened above the 13. Makes me believe, like I said, more times than not, we're going to head a little bit higher. MACD cross, that's what I like to see. RSI's cooking back up. We're at 38. So I think I'm going to play the 50 test, a 50 rejection. So I might be looking at puts here. Bollinger Band is real tight. Let's go back over and refer back to our bread bot here. This is, dude, I love the bread bot. It's freaking amazing. Okay, so it looks like we broke a little bit below that previous low of support, like Crypto B was saying right there. Issue is the relief might be a split second right now. I mean, true, but also too as well, guys. Look at the breaking of the Bollinger Band here. Look how broken we got. If you guys know, we got a double crust on the 15-minute. Like I said, I think we're going to head up, and then we're going to possibly head a little bit lower. But for now, this is what I was looking for in this relief earlier. Well, mainly I was looking at it on this candle. Missed it completely, right? So that's how we played it. We look good. All right, I think I might get a put here. I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna risk a put. This could be bad. This could be bad. See if we get a rejection. The 5 crossing the 13 though is a bullish move here, but I'm looking for the rejection here. See if we get it. 14 seconds until next candle. I want this candle to open under the VWAP or the 50. Get it under. Oh, just it's 50-50 shot right there. All right, let's see if we get this rejection. Doesn't mean we will. Like I said, the 5 crossing the 13 is bullish movement. It's a real dicey one here, guys. Real dicey. I'm looking for a small rejection here. All right, looks like we're kind of getting it. I'm going to get ready to close. What was my average price? 302. I'm gonna do a quick scalp on this one. I'm gonna go 310. 310 for profit. Nothing crazy. Just a couple of bones here, guys. Just a couple of bones. Just looking for the small push down here. She's fighting. Like I said, the 50 is a good support or resistance here, so I could get, oof, no, yeah. Oh, we're out. Beautiful. All right, we got a couple of dollars on that. Got out right before the rip. All right. Nice. I love it when the markets go higher, honestly. All right, now the next thing that we're looking at for, what we're looking for here, watch these EMAs. You see the 50 right here? Here's the 5. Here's the 50. Here's the VWAP. Okay. This 5 is either going to cross a little bit. So this is a couple of things that I see when I see this, okay? This is a good little lesson here. The 5 can cross above the 50, doesn't give it the full momentum to have the 13 cross for a bullish movement. We could see a rejection right here where the 5 comes up, just taps the 50, and then rejects hard off of it. The candles don't always reflect right away. You will kind of get like that false, not indication, but like kind of like a false belief that, oh, the 5's creeping up, oh, it's going to cross. It doesn't always cross, okay? You can easily see it kind of curling down, or it might reject, you know. And also, like I said, even if the 5 does cross the 50, doesn't mean that it's going to carry it even higher. Mainly what you're looking for is the 13. The 13 is kind of really where you get that bread and butter push, more so. Not saying that you won't get that 50 or the 5 pop. You will. You'll get it, but it'll be very minimal. It'll be like, if it crosses right here, it might just go up to like this previous area of resistance. So probably like, I don't even know at this moment. I don't have enough. I don't have a really good candle set up because this is just a straight drawdown. Technically, right here would be the resistance. This would be it right here on a technical standpoint. I just don't like it. Because I don't necessarily believe that that's it. And you see how it's crossed right here, but it doesn't look too strong, honestly. RSI is kind of cooking up here too as well. Let's go back over here and let's look at the 5-minute on a couple of the 5 minutes here. What's going on? Where are they testing? All right, looks like we're on the 5 on most on tech across the board. We're creeping up to the 13 area. MACD, kind of. Yeah, see, it looks like we came up, we tapped right there, boom, rejection. So we got to break above here to continue a little bit higher. So it looks like we're crossing, the 5 is crossing the VWAP here. Let's see if the 50 can cross up here. I kind of want to go in on a put here, guys. This is real dicey. I think I'm going to do it. I'm in. I'm probably going to regret this. This is not a very good trade, honestly. I should have waited a little bit more. I should have waited for like one more candle. Let's see if this resistance will hold here. Let's see if we'll come back down and test the 50. That's kind of what I'm looking for. I'm kind of looking for that 50 test push. So let's get ready to kind of close this guy out. We're going to keep it short and fast here, okay? Average price 288. Let's just do $3. So I'm looking for like a 12-cent move down. Let's see if this line will hold. Like I said, doesn't mean that it will. We have the 5 crossing here. VWAP looks like it's going to cross the 50. This VWAP could easily push this up. Actually, I'm going to cancel that. I might get out of here pretty soon, actually. If this goes above this guy, I'm going to get out. So if it goes above 734.93, I'm out. Looks like it's about to. When's the next candle? 15 seconds. Yeah, 13's creeping up. All right, there's that push. Yeah, I'm getting out. I'll take the loss on this one. Maybe not. All right, yeah. That candle opened above. I'm out. I'll take the L on that. Come on, let me out. Took way too long to close that trade. I can't believe I lost that one. All right, we're going in for the calls. Let's see if we can get the 50 or the 13 across the 50 here. We're flipping back over, guys. Bro, why am I... All right, we're just going to go market. All right, let's see if we can get in right here. 13 crossed the 50. Let's see if we get another push up here. It would have been better if I would have waited on this candle to come down and test the 5. It would have been better if I would have waited to this candle to come and test the 5 for that bounce back up. Got in a little early. 13 still crossing. Doesn't mean it won't carry this up. I hate when it's hard to get in and out of plays. Well, yeah, I'm paper trading right now, so I kind of have that latency in between the buy and the sell for the instance. So let's hope this 13 crosses pretty good. Oh, look at this other 15-minute candle here. Okay, here we are in the minute. Oversold, oversold. I should have came over here and verified the 13 crossing the 50 on the bread bot. That would have been a better confirmation for me. Because now I'm gonna close this, honestly. I'm gonna close that based off of the off of this guy over here. This guy didn't cross over here. It makes me second guess that. My EMAs are different a little bit on depending on the platform that I'm using. That's why I like using the bread bot. It gives me a better confirmation. So let's come down. Oh, dude, this is a iffy one. Remember what I was talking about literally like 5 minutes ago. What did I say? 5, even if the 5 crosses the 50, you could still have that weak push. And that's what this looks like to me. That weak push right here. And now it's kind of coming back down. And this could come back all the way down right here. We'll see. Sometimes it's literally a waiting game when you're trading. Okay, so there we go. This is the prime example, like I said, of what I was talking about. Still had that 5 cross, but if the 13 doesn't cross, you might not have that momentum up. Also, too, as well, we're just having that relief off of the breaking of the Bollinger Band on the higher time frame. We're way oversold. This is just a oversold relief bounce. So we could just head lower here. So let's see if we get a small bounce back up here. I'm looking at puts. Looking at puts again. All right, I'm gonna risk it, guys. I'm risking it. All right, I'm in the put. I still have we have lots of volume down here still. Let's see if we get this wash to bring us back. Let's get under the 50 here. Let's get under. See how this is such a weak move right here, even though this right here, this is dangerous right here. This is pretty much the VWAP, the 50, and the 13 EMA crossing, which makes me think that you have a bull run coming. I'm getting mixed signals, guys. Getting mixed signals here. Predicting the market's pretty difficult, honestly. Nothing is a for sure thing, you know? We just do the best with what tools we have and the knowledge that we have. I need this rejection right here. That's what I was worried about. The 13. I mean, my resistant line looks like it's kind of holding here. Let's see. Might not. Looks like a bull in a bear fight. That's why I said right here, the VWAP and the 13 and the 50 makes me think there might be a bull run. We'll see. I'm holding out right here. Patience. Gotta have patience. All right. I mean, I like that. I like this. I like that. That's what I like for our play here. Let's just see if we get a bigger wash. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. I'm getting ready to exit here. What's our average price? 250. Let's go. Man, I got to shoot for a big one here. I'm going for $3. Going for $3 here. All right, we're out. Here's that wash. Beautiful. I might get back in. 5 crossing the 13 and the 50. I think I'm going to get back in here, guys. All right, I'm going to risk it. I'm going to risk it again. Let's see if we get this wash here. Let's see if these 5, 13, and if they cross the 50 here. They're real close right here. Look at them. Slightly nervous, this little gray line. This is the middle of the Bollinger Bands. This could easily bounce back up here. Let's see. Like I said, the 50 is a good support or a resistance, and those EMAs are right there. Now, if these cross, I expect a wash, but like I said, these could easily bounce. Kind of what it's doing right now. Right here at a pivot point. See how those EMAs curled back up real quick after they're kind of crossed each other? Played a dangerous game on that one. Looks like I lost. Yeah, looks like I lost. All right, let's see. I gotta give it like one more candle. Well, I might not give it one more candle, guys. Wait, I gotta see here. All right, okay, okay, all right, man, okay. I'm not paper trading. I'm still struggling. It's wild out here. These candles are wild. Oof, I don't like that. I didn't like that. I'm out. Yeah, I don't like that at all. See how I said how it curled back. Oh, well. But see how the EMAs are curling right here? Got to be on the lookout for that. As soon as this candle, and that's why I said too, this is why I was talking about the candle. Oh, I mean, geez. Where are you going, man? Picking a direction. It's pretty hard on this one. You got to be quick. You got to be quick today, guys. All right. Looks like it might reject here. All right. I'm going back in on the puts here, folks. I'm risking it again. 50-50 shot on this, guys. I could get absolutely destroyed. Oh. Come on, be my savior, baby. Jeez. Careful out here, guys. It's the Wild West. Yeah, I'm getting mixed signals. I have no idea which direction this is gonna go. I'm still playing the puts. I'm staying in the puts. That one hurt. That hurt. Oh my god. Man. My positions won't close. God, dude. All right. All right. All right. All right. So let's break that down again. So like I said previously before, it's getting mixed signals, but it ended up turning out that this cross right here, this retest of the 50 on the EMAs curled back up. I was right. It led me to think that there was a bull run gonna happen. Guess what happened? We had that run up. I should have stuck with that TA. I don't know, very mixed. It was 50-50 shot though, honestly, right here on this one. Um the EMAs right here, they look like they were going down. I got faked out right here twice. Literally twice. I was like, oh, we're looking good, looking good. Nope. Boom. Also, like I said before, that Bollinger Band right here in the middle. Sometimes I use this too as a tool, and that's my gray line. Because the candles do actually work with it. I see it bounce or reject right here all the time. So, oh, that was rough. All right. All right. Wrong one. All right. Looks like we got that 13 test here. Or 13 test. Looks like we got that 13 crossing here this time for the verification. Man, that was mixed. Even over here too. The candles were just under the 50 though. Jesus. Shadow plays are what you're doing. Yeah. I'm looking for an EMA test down here. We just had this run up. We're definitely gonna come down to the EMAs. Let's see if we can make this back here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going back in on puts for a short scalp here. All right, we're making this quick here, not staying in long. We're going 245 here. All right, we're out. Brought that back down to a couple $100. I'm still $1,500 down. I'm going to flip the calls here too as well. Just scalp that put. Let's see if I can get this bounce off the 5 here. If it'll even get me in. All right, canceling that. All right, we're still going in on the calls here. I'm going to go in off the 13. Bro, my orders are just not executing, and it's extremely frustrating sometimes, guys. Extremely frustrating. It bothers me. Bothers me when I'm day trading. That's why I prefer real trading. Come on, get me in, bro. I just want to play this quick scalp here, bro. All right, we're going market. All right, we're in finally. Playing this 13 test bounce right here. I was hoping to get in right here. Well, I wanted to get on off the 5, but we'll see. Looks like this line that I used as a resistance might act as a support. Who knows? Woof. Still looking for that bounce here. I still think we can get a little bounce. Nope. Nope. All right. I'm going to stay in that. Let's see if we get the 50. Yeah. No. It's not true, Crystal. Not true. I could easily I can do this way faster on with real trading than I can with paper. Personally. That's my personal opinion. My own personal take. Man, dude, we're just hemorrhaging money today, guys. Well, I am. I can't believe I've even taken this many losses paper trading. So this is what I was looking for over here. What was my average? 198. Oof. We gotta go 2. Curl back up, baby. You're struggling to get your contracts to execute. I don't really have a problem with my contracts executing, like on live trading. I like almost never have problems executing my live trades. I only have problems executing my paper trades. All right, we're still down 30 bucks. I'm getting out of this play. If we hit $2, I'm out. Because that's what I don't want to see. Damn it. We got saved. We got saved. Looks like we're up some money. All right, I'm getting out, guys. I'm getting out right here. Well, just don't trust it right now, guys. I don't trust it. It's not being a very good, very nice to me right now. Spy's being very extremely rude. It did what I needed it to, though. It bounced right off the 30. Well, except for this guy. It did bounce off the 13. Looks like we are headed right where we were. It's just impatient. Volatility is shaking me out a little bit here today, too, as well. Yeah, I'm going back in on the puts. I don't even care. I'm going back in on the puts. I'm in. See, that's what I want to see, dude. I wanted to execute right away. That's what I'm looking for. Quick execution. All right, $1.40. We're going to get out. What's our average here? 251. We're going to go 275. Come on, shake under a little bit. Get me out here. Boom. All right, we're out. Bang, quick scalp, bringing back a couple $100. I was like 1,800. Now I'm only 14. We can easily scalp this back. I just don't even have the time to do it right now, dude. I don't have the time. I only got a couple more minutes with you guys. Boom. All right, we scalped that. looks like we're still holding on the 13 EMA. I like that. Looks like that run is still happening off of this crossover here, guys. Let's see if she still holds here, huh? And like I said, this resistance over here that I previously had looks like it's holding as like a temporary support right here. You can see it bounce. You can see it bounce off the wicks of these guys. All right, still looks like we're struggling to get up here. What's the volume look like up here? I don't see anything up here currently. Nothing worth grabbing. Looks like we still have lots of volume down here at 730. We're going back in on a put. We're going puts. Boom. See, that's what I like to see. See, that's what I like to see. I want it to be instant, bro. I want it to be quick. I'm back into puts. Let's see if we can get the wash here. I'm gonna queue a limit order here. We're at 253. We're gonna go 270. We're gonna go 270. I'm just doing limit orders here today, guys. I'm not doing the quick. Doing quick limit order plays here. So when it cuts, it cuts. That way I don't have to worry about quick exiting or whatever, you know, waiting for the order to fill or whatever. This could burn you though, so if I'm looking to exit, I'll hit the cancel button and then I'll try to get out in a market order. Oh, the 5 looks like she's gonna carry. If we break above here, I'm out. If we break above the previous red wick up, I'm out, which is 735.92. All right, looks like we still got that resistance up there. No, the Bears or the Bulls want it. The Bulls want it. I think I'm gonna get out here. This is dicey, man. This is a dicey game today, guys. Volatility is real key, real prime today for making some money or losing some money. I mean, clearly, as you can see. I was really hoping I would end up with a winning day today, honestly. Yeah, all right. That opened above the 5. I'm out. Cancel. We're gonna try to get out right here. All right, I'm out. I don't like this candle opening above the 5. It makes me think, yeah, that's exactly what it made me think. We're gonna head a little higher. Boom. All right, yep, see? It's a good thing we got out. Minimize that loss there. All right. Engulfing. Let's see if we can. I'm gonna get into another player. I'm gonna get a put right off this line here. These EMAs seem like they're kind of struggling right here. It's a definitely a battle in between. We are technically still bullish, kind of. We're sitting in like a slight consolidation. Not really, because obviously we had this run up, but if we look back on the previous day, we've been in this channel for like 4 days now, guys. We've been in this channel for like 4 days. Okay, this looks like a little. Okay, all right, man. Looks like she's running. All right, we're up here. We're already at the line. I'm risking it, guys. I'm risking it on the TA here. Could get smoked. All right, so we broke above that. Let's see here. I'm hoping this rejects. It looks like we did. We got a nice little small pullback. Let's see if this can actually follow through. A couple seconds until next candle. Bring it down. I'm going to get ready to sell in a market order. No, she's gone. She's gone. All right. This is rough. Rough seas here. Man, dude, I'm just not doing good on my paper trades today. Not doing good. Hmm. All right, next place to look at right here for resistance is right here. Where we at on the RSI? We're at 66. Still bullish. Still bullish. What's the market doing overall here? Let's take a look. It looks like we're curling back up here. The only one that rejected currently at the moment is Microsoft. Meta looks like it's going to run. If we can get the 5 and the 13 across the 50, we'll see a run. Well, there's that rejection I was looking for. There it was. That's what I needed. Guess it was the proper look. Dang. That one stings a little bit. I'm not going to lie. That stings a little bit. It's doing exactly what I needed it to. Should have waited. It's all right. Just taking so many big losses today, man. I took 2 big losses. First one, and then we brought it back down, and then we caught this rip back up, and man, crazy day. 13 still pushing here. We're right here at that resistance area that I was talking about previously. We might be channel surfing here. Man, do I want to do it again? Should I do it again, guys? I don't know. I shouldn't. I know I shouldn't. I shouldn't. I shouldn't, but I am. We're going in again, guys. We're going in. This is going to be the last trade, though, because I got to go to work. I literally got to go to work. I'm already late. Nope. Hit on that reversal right there off the 5. Damn. Well, looks like the resistance is resistancing. My lines are lining, kind of, for the time being. EMA is trying to cost on the 5-minute. Let's look. Yeah, EMA is crossed on the 5. We're just under the 50. Good call on that one, Nate. Yeah. Yeah. 5-minute doesn't look that bad, huh? Looks actually real clean. The minute just looks disgusting. Oh, all right. I'm out. I'm out. Man, guys, it's been a bad. Oh, damn. Can't make it up, guys. Can't make it up. Oh, that's exactly what I needed. That's exactly what I needed. All right. I'm going to be doing some real trading anyway. Thank you. Thank you. I'm probably done for the day. I'm worried she's going to chop now. Yeah. Well, that's it for me. I'm going to bring this. Dude, dude, I can't believe I had three streams back to back unprofitable. It's actually crazy. Actually crazy. Man, that's exactly what I needed. I called it right. Just was being impatient, man. Just being impatient. I had these candles blow me out. I got shook out today. That's exactly what happened. I got shook out. I paper handed today. I paper traded my paper hands. Normally, I'm a lot better at holding IRL. As you guys know, I mean, if you guys see me in the option chat, you know I'm always holding. Um, I'm gonna do another one. MACD crossing, candle. Hmm. I'd expect a rejection off of the 50 here on the 15-minute. What are the EMAs doing? Not even real close. The bottom of that candle. Okay, so you opened above the 5, pushed up. I think we reject here. Another good lesson here too as well. Whenever you see like a double crust or a triple crust, normally two double crust, you'll most likely hit the 13 for an EMA test. 3, more than likely you hit the 50 for a test, and then 1, you either get the 5 or the 13. So always keep that in mind when you're trading. And I got that dip that I wanted, just didn't get out. Crazy. All right, I'm gonna hold on to this contract for a little while. I'm gonna let this run for a little while, but I gotta go though. I'll close it out on my phone if I need to, but I think this thing is gonna reject back down. I think we're gonna have a VWAP test down to 734. I think we're gonna get a $2 swing down, in my opinion. That's what I think. So I'm gonna hold this. Hopefully we make this back. We come back from this huge deficit that I just put myself in. Oh, I can't believe I just blew it, but I think we're gonna reject. Like I said, I think we're gonna have a $2 move down. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Hopefully it does. But anyway, guys, like I said, if you guys are fears kind of ticking back up, I have my Robinhood account open. What are we looking at over here? Yeah, exactly what I thought we are going to be doing, rejecting off of the 50. Here we go. Looking for a VWAP test down here. Bollinger Bands are tightening. There we go. Let's get under the 50 this time. This resistance is still holding. 219 is the average. I'm going to go for $3 on this. I'm going to place that. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. All right. I'm putting a $3 order. My average price is 219, so that should get me out of the hole in this on my daily P&L. Hopefully, we'll see. But anyway, guys, like I said, I'm gonna let this run. Price prediction 734. Anyway, guys, like I said, if you guys haven't already, I got that huge thing happening for you guys. For people who sign up, the first 5 people, like I said, this is a limited time offer for the time being, unless if more people want to sign up and they're kind of looking to get that plaque. So the first 5 people to sign up with the lifetime membership down here using obviously my personal affiliate link. Has to be my affiliate link. You can't use another experts, and I get notified when people sign up using my affiliate link. So like I said, first 5 people to sign up for the lifetime membership, use code BREAD. I think the code is expiring tomorrow or Sunday. I don't remember, but 40% off. That's kind of going away. And I don't know if Mo's using another discount later on. Obviously, I'm not in charge of those kind of things. That's up to him. It's his pricing. So, like I said, use code BREAD, get that 40% off, and then be eligible to get that plaque. So, and once I get mine, obviously, I'll show you guys what it looks like. I think it looks cool. It's my way to give back to other members for being a lifetime member. I think it's a pretty cool thing to be reminded of and let you know that hey, you're not alone on this journey, and I plan on being here for a very long time. And like I said, this is my own personal thing. This isn't for any other expert or for stock Mo. If you use Mo's lifetime membership, this is my own personal thing that I came up with. So make sure you use my affiliate link. If you guys don't have it, it's in the description below. The first caption is my digital business card. That's where you can find everything. And then obviously you see the other tiers, the lifetime, the monthly, and the annual right there as well. But the first link down below is my digital business card. Also, if you guys have anybody else that you guys want to join the Discord, or family member, or one of your friends are asking you, hey, how did you learn how to trade and stuff like that, feel free to send them my digital business card as well. I have no problem with you guys doing that kind of stuff. Word of mouth is always great for bringing people in and teaching everybody what we're about, what we do here in the Discord. So, like I said, take advantage of that, guys, and I hope to see you guys in the Discord. Unfortunately, today again, dude, I can't believe, dude, it's back to back three live streams that I'm down. I'm normally not this bad. I mean, as you guys know, we make lots of money. It just the volatility is just taking me out today. Uh, had the right ideas on looks, should have stuck. I think I'm having a problem. This is what I like to do normally at the end of my live streams. I like to recap on my trading journey. So it looks like we had one bad trade in the beginning. I saw that green candle. I was like, oh, maybe this is a support bounce right here. Let's see if we get a 13 test. Nope, rejected down lower, took that big loss. Then we rode that back up, got into another call off that bounce right there. Rode up to the 50, just broke above there, got out. I think we were only down like a couple of bucks, like 90 bucks or something like that. Then I got burnt on a couple of puts that just pretty much bounced off of those EMAs. I was hoping those EMAs were going to cross. They just didn't end up crossing that time. You saw that 5 and the 13 literally bounce off the 50 right there, which I was talking about previously. Also, too, as well, what I was talking about, the VWAP, the 50, and I think the 13 right there, they were all kind of conjoined and crossing. So that led me to believe that, hey, this could be a possible future bullish run. That's exactly what happened, even though I was in a put. Got burnt on that one. And then my orders just weren't executing fast enough. Sometimes they were, sometimes they weren't. Like a couple of those puts, boom, it executed right away. And then a couple of my sells just would not sell for some reason. So it made my losses even bigger. So unfortunately, I only have a limited time here because I got to go to work. Literally, I'm already late. I'm already so late. Or else I would stay here and trade with you guys even more and just kind of bring it back. But I'm probably going to be doing some more trading. I think I'm going to be doing another live tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see. Hopefully. But like I said, if you guys are interested, definitely sign up for the lifetime if you guys are looking for that education long term. The lifetime membership is really great for people who want to either pass it down to their kids or, somebody in their family, like a brother, or a sister, a wife, or your husband, or whoever it is in your life. You know what I mean? You're going to teach them how to trade and stuff like that. You can educate yourself through our learning library, and then show them what you learned. No, crypto B, totally fine, bro. You guys don't have to chat it up all the time. I talk plenty enough for you guys. So, like I said, take advantage of that lifetime. Thanks for joining, and I appreciate every single one of you guys. And I'll see you guys in the Discord.